barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So Luis Ortiz is dropping Golden Boy, and now he's a free agent. And I was thinking to myself, that's actually a really good move for him. One, because Golden Boy is in a $300 million lawsuit with PBC, and Vladimir and HBO only has Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko that I could think of off the top of my head that wouldn't be a whitewashed if he fought. So, being that Klitschko only wants one fight, and it makes absolute sense, Tyson Fury only wants one fight, and that's Klitschko, it was probably in his best interest to leave. Now, moving forward, I don't think Luis Ortiz is the type of fighter that can carry his own career right now. I don't think he's made a lot of money in the boxing game. Excuse me. So I think he would need a management team. Now, there's only one place he can go. Top Rank doesn't have no heavyweights of note. You know what I mean? Don King has Bermain Stavern. I don't think Don King would absolutely have to overpay to get a guy like Luis Ortiz. And Don King could actually use a fighter because Bermain Stavern lost and Amir Aman lost. But beyond that, PBC is the most logical place for him. And I'll say because Anthony Joshua is fighting on Showtime. Deontay Wilder fights Showtime PBC. And I would presume all those younger fighters. Who else? There's other heavyweights too that he can get fights from, like Chris Areola, the Drummer Boy, Kaufman, Fred Cassie. These are all these fighters that he can actually fight, but I don't think he would get the fight. See, here's the catch. I don't think they would give him a fight as a free agent. No way, no how would you allow your fighter to fight him. So he's like in a catch-22. He's in a conundrum. He would have to sign with someone to get a fight, not unless the other guy is a free agent. Because if I'm, let's say hypothetically speaking, if I'm Al Heyman or Bob Arum, per se, if they had fighters, right? There's no way I would allow Luis Ortiz to beat up on my fighter. Because let's be clear, there's only two heavyweights he has a chance of losing against. And that's if they was to fight in the next 6 months. The only fighter I think that can beat him is Anthony Joshua. I think Luis Ortiz can beat a Deontay Wilder. But I think he would have a tough time against Anthony Joshua. I would, and if you put a gun to my head, man, if you put a gun to my head against Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, I take Luis Ortiz just because he's a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. The only thing is I would mandate that he get drug tested, because we all know he failed the drug test once. Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz, really, guys, is the best heavyweight fight in boxing. I know Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua is a sexier fight, but that's the best fight in boxing. At the heavyweight level, that is the best fight that we can possibly, I believe. This is a partially emotional response, but as of right now, that is the best heavyweight matchup that we can do on paper. I know Deontay Wilder is the heavyweight champion of the world. It might be blasphemous saying this, but Luis Ortiz is a big problem. Ask Bye Jennings. I don't think he's fought since. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken. So he probably hasn't recovered. So, But if Luis Ortiz go to PBC, and I think the only way he gets a fight that he needs, he has to sign with someone. There's no way in hell you would fight a free agent, because if he has the belt, you can't make any money off it. It's not profitable. So you got to have money to fund your own career. You really, really do. So I don't think Luis Ortiz has made $1 million. I don't even think he's made $500,000 for his fights, if I'm not mistaken. So, because he hasn't really fought anyone. He hasn't played in front of sellout crowds, I don't believe. He's been impressive, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's been over the top selling out arenas, but he'll get there eventually. He's 37, 36, 37 years old, 37. So I think that the time is now for him. And if you guys need more on this, go to the boxing scene. They have a good article on it that I read. And but PBC makes a whole lot of sense because he can get 10 fights. 5 of them will be bums. He's not going to be around for 10 fights, I don't believe, but it just makes more sense for him to go to PBC as opposed to Top Rank or anyone else. So anyhow, Anthony Joshua, get ready, because if he signs with PBC or Showtime, he will. The only reason he's signing to them is to get the fight, you know. So he can be a free agent and make $75,000, $100,000 blind. I think he's gonna have to do that if he doesn't sign with anyone. So barbershop conversations. Luis Ortiz, I think, is the most skilled heavyweight fighter we have today. I still don't know who would win that fight. I'm gonna go with Luis Ortiz because he's Cuban. And when you see a 240-pound guy fighting on his toes, floating like a butterfly, and literally stinging like a bee, stinging like 2 bees, if you ask Bye Jennings, I would go with Luis Ortiz. Feel free to debate me on this. Feel free. If you think Deontay Wilder is better, let me know. But I think Deontay Wilder's body may be starting to break down on him, because when he fought Bermane Stiverne, he was 217 pounds as a heavyweight, and he looked like a small forward in the NBA. I remember I wrote that in my article. I said it looks like Bermane Stiverne is fighting Scottie Pippen or something like that. I said, but his ankles are small too, so that means he'll probably have small hands, and maybe his hands are starting to break down and can't take the consistent pounding. So anyway, we don't know that. We can't answer that question. So he's fairly young. So barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you disagree with me, please disagree, because if you disagree with me, it really makes sense. Who would you take out of those 3? I don't think Tyson Fury beats any of those 3. I think Tyson Fury knows how to delay a fight, though. He's an expert at that. In the ring and out the ring. So barbershop conversation, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.